Hey guys, this is Matt for Creative, and today we're taking a look at NBA authentic jerseys and how they've changed in little ways over the years. First, we're going to begin with a Brooklyn Nets jersey that I got 6 years ago. Then we're going to look at a Lakers jersey that I got in 2020 after they won the championship. Or, wait, did I get it right before? It was in 2020, right before or right after they won the championship, just trying to be a fan. And then finally, we're going to look at a brand new Knicks authentic jersey that I got maybe about a week ago while they were still in the playoffs. So what I want to show you first is how these jerseys wear down the line. And you can see, so this jersey, I used to live in Brooklyn. I was a huge Brooklyn Nets fan just because I was really close by. And what I really like about these jerseys is over time, they really soften up. They go from being more or less like more of a rigid type of jerseys. You can see here, this one has not been washed. This one has not been taken a look at all because it's brand new, so there's no need to do so. But this one has been washed a few times, and you can just see it is a much, like this jersey kind of just feels like a drape. This is my favorite jersey to wear just because it has been worn in. You may be able to see like even the stitched letters here. They kind of go and they go with the jersey. This is a D'Angelo Russell jersey when he was on the Nets, and it just goes with the fabric. It is no longer like this one rigid piece that kind of, when this, feels like fabric, this kind of stiffens up, and this is what happens with current jerseys. But you may realize here that the NBA logo is missing. And on the front, we have the Nike logo is missing here, and you can even see where the adhesive was. And this is from washing. And when I wash things, I'll try and take care of these jerseys the best I can. So then I'm washing with cold water on a gentle cycle, and I'll turn them inside out. You may have seen this video that I made years ago on how to wash an NFL jersey. That is still how I wash these jerseys today. I do not hand wash them. That probably would have been the best bet. But this is what happens over time with the jersey. So this white is not so white anymore. It is kind of dirtied up because, again, I wear this jersey primarily during the summer, primarily through the playoffs, and I actually do play basketball in this when I get the chance. So this has been sweated through, this has been really soaked through, and these jerseys have been used. But you can see here, it is a very pliable jersey. It really stretches. The authentic jerseys are my favorite jerseys. In a separate video, I've said my second favorite jerseys are the fast break jerseys. My least favorite are the swingman. I do like these just because over time they feel really good. They have stitched letters and numbers here, so those will never fall off. But the problem was back then, at least 6 years ago, these were adhesived on. They're like little, like not so final patches, and you can see how they've moved and how they've progressed. This one, this is how a jersey looks from 6 years ago, but just kind of remember that this is a black jersey, so black is going to do really well with stains, with everything on it. It's just this would have shown a lot of stuff, and you can even see the dirtiness here. We're going to move on to the next jersey, which is maybe about 3 years old now. I have washed this one time. I've washed this one time, and you can see here, compared to what the current one is, this is stitched. You can see this is stitched through. We have the old Wish logo. That one is stitched also, so this is not going anywhere. But what I realized today when I was kind of putting this on, and you can even see this here, this Nike logo is about to go. This is not stitched on. This is just kind of a badge on here, heat pressed on, and eventually this one is going to go. And of course the Nike logo is going to go before the NBA logo because it is also done in the same way, but this is more square. There's less, places for this to get nicked on and start to peel off. But because this has 2 points here, this is going to be the first thing to go. Maybe I'll put some super glue and get that on there. But this has been washed one time. You can see that the lettering is still a little stiffer just because the Lakers numbers are thicker in general than the Brooklyn Nets ones. You can see this is really pliable, it's really thin in comparison to the other ones, but Lakers, they do a very thick job, and I would say these kind of letterings, they do better over time. But again, you can see how this folds and flows. It's a great jersey to wear while you're playing because it does have a lot of give. But you can see with these large numbers, it kind of like, you can fold it all and you can jumble it all, but you don't want to crease these numbers over time because they're big. We're going to take a look at the back jersey here. You can see these are very, very big numbers in comparison to just a number 1 here. So they're always going to be a little bit more rigid than before. Let's see the James. So you can see the James is falling more into the fabric like the Russell name did back there. But you can see the key thing is these ones are not going to do well over time. This is a 3-year-old jersey and I wear it less than this one. This one, this works with my aesthetic. I go for a lot of blacks and grays with maybe a little bit of color accent, but this one works out well for me. When the Lakers are doing well, and in the playoffs, I'm going to wear this jersey, and I kind of keep this a little bit tucked away because it's an authentic jersey, and the purple is going to kind of wear quicker than a black color will because I have other jerseys to wear. I'll wear a fast break jersey on a casual day. But you can see here, this has gone through 1 wash, and it's fallen kind of like, it's settling into where it's going to be in a few years like the other jersey. Then we have this patched on here. Let's look at the final jersey and the newest jersey, and there's not a lot of big changes with this. The material is going to be just about the same. It's going to be very airy here, very airy along the sides on all the jerseys, but one of the main things that I see here is that this logo is now stitched. This is stitched right through, so I'm pretty sure they saw from all of these jerseys that had the issues that the other ones did, that this was coming off because this is the weakest point out of everything. And I just realized I should go back to MSG and get like the patch on here, because if you do, and or at least it used to be, if you live by the arena that you got this jersey at, they'll put the patch on there for you. But you can see that this is pretty much still stiff because it's a brand new unwashed jersey. This is very stiff. These large numbers are very stiff as well. And you can see that these are stiff because they have not been washed ever, but over time these will loosen up and become a little bit more pliable like that Brooklyn jersey. But the one thing I just want to show you here as well, this NBA logo is still just pressed on there. There's no stitching, and I'm assuming that's just because that's going to be in a very sensitive area. If you've ever worn any kind of clothing with a tag here, it kind of irritates you, and I think that's why they've still not wanted to have this stitched in there, because you can wear like an undershirt and have this, because you have the expectation that all of these are going to be stitched here, so this kind of really doesn't add too much. But for this is going to always be that irritant if you don't wear something underneath here as a player or as a casual fan, as I am. So, and also there's less point, as you know, the Nike logo, there's less really thin points for this to become really easy to kind of nick off, because that would just be really, really annoying. Although over time, like in the Brooklyn jersey, if you wash it enough, that eventually may come off, unfortunately. But that's the big change. Throughout all of these jerseys, they seem to be pretty much all the same. I get consistently a size 44. This is a dry fit. What is that? Dry fit advanced. Let's see what the Lakers one was. Nike's Vapor Knit, even though really you can even see these are the exact same materials. So that's just a rebranding, and most likely we can't see anything on the Brooklyn jersey. It's going to be completely worn away unless, wow, Aero Swift. So it just may be from as many times washing, but I remember this material being a little bit kind of rough as this and this one is, and it is just completely softened over time, and for the better. for the better here. This jersey has, so you can even see on that front, it still has that same material. It's just honestly rebranding, which companies do, but they've kept about, well, not the same price point. They've crept up a little bit over years, but I would say with inflation, you're still paying about the same for these jerseys. But yeah, 6 years ago, it was Aero Swift, then it became Vapor Knit, and now it is Dry Fit Advanced. And I think they changed it finally to Dry Fit because they have a lot of kind of running gear that is under the Dry Fit name, and they're like, wow, pros use Dry Fit. I'm gonna use that for my running shirt and maybe pay a little bit more. If it was a company, I would do it like that. But that's the major changes. Guys, if you have any questions about anything, put it in the comments section below. Don't forget I'm on Instagram at m8b9. You can email me at matt8b9@gmail.com. I want to take a look at one more thing that's not so integral. Now, I do remember they had Nike Connect where they have an NFC tag, and you can find out what your current player was doing. This has a little NFC tag. I can feel it. Can't really show you, but you can see it's like a circle underneath here. It says authentic, 44, engineered, kind of had this like little sparkling thing. I want to see, and we will for a sec, but wait, I want to see where this was made. This was made in Thailand. 100% recycled polyester in Thailand for the 6-year-old jersey. Then we go on to the 2020 jersey, and they still have Nike Connect. And that's kind of weird. This says plus length +2. This doesn't say that at all. Still has that kind of material here. It says authentic, authentics, 44, engineered. Oh wait, where is this one made? Thailand, 100% recycled polyester, again from Thailand. And finally, we have the newest New York one, where it has a little bit more, but this is something you can find on even, I think, the Fast Breaks and the Swingmans. Once a Nick, always a Nick. They always have that. Icon edition. All right. And this one, again, says length +2. And let's guess where this was made. Was it made in Thailand? It was made in Thailand. 100% polyester exclusive decoration. So this is the first one not made of recycled materials. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And again, any questions, put it in the comment section below. What would look good here as a good, what do you call it? Thumbnail. I think this right here. We're gonna have this like this. The title is gonna be right in the center. I want you to focus on that. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.